What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 news video. Obviously, the This Week at Bungie post just dropped, and it is, June 21st, 2018. We're going to be going over the stuff inside of the 12 and basically my thoughts. The first topic of discussion is Dead Orbit winning the faction rally. Obviously, I think this is the second time Dead Orbit, it's either the second or third time Dead Orbit has actually won the faction rally. I remember in the previous seasons, New Monarchy won, I think it was 4. That's why their emblem says 4 times the charm, or well, I forget what the emblem's called actually. But the next faction rally will be this following week, right after Iron Banner, Tuesday, June 26th. Starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time and then 1 p.m. Eastern time following the weekly reset. In the previous TWAB post, we were told that the winner's offering weapon would be added to the loot pool after the first event, just like it was in previous seasons. That is incorrect for Season 3. Basically, how it's going to operate is that the factions will continue to feature their original winner's offering for all 3 events, so you can potentially win all 3 of the weapons if every single faction rally wins. Just a forewarning, if you didn't hit rank 50 or someplace that you wanted to be with the previous faction that you pledged to, you can pledge them again, but the thing is there's only 3 faction rallies inside of Season 3, so I chose Future War Cult first, I'll probably go Dead Orbit next, and then New Monarchy just to make sure I can get all the ornaments and all the weapons that are available. So it's kind of a tough choice depending on whether you want a lot of loot or if you want to focus on one faction the whole time, but just keep those things in mind. The next section goes over exotic armor tuning and updates. Basically, in update 1.2.1, 6 pieces of armor, 2 for each class, were updated and given, I would say, better stats to make them more viable in certain situations. Obviously, for the Warlock, the Lunafaction boots are dominant. Obviously, Titan-wise Syntheseps, freaking amazing. And then I think for the Hunter, I'd definitely say the Dragon Shadow kind of went out there because you get +5 ability on top of that. But they are bringing in 3 pieces for each class for the next update, which is going to be pretty awesome. So in update 1.2.3, here are the armor pieces that are going to be getting upgraded and basically what their new perks are. So for the Hunter, there's a Lucky Raspberry, increased chance to fully recharge your Arc Bolt Grenade and Arc Bulk Grenade hits, guarantees a recharge on getting a full chain that hits 4 targets. Basically, description-wise, while just about everybody could appreciate the theoretically infinite grenades Lucky Raspberry could generate, its purely random nature made many people shy away from it. With its charge, your input will now affect the outcome, so plan your throws accordingly. They also have the Stompies receiving an upgrade, right? So increased benefits when using Strafe Jump and Triple Jump. The usage rate of Stompies in the Crucible was fairly good, but since it mostly affected High Jump, we were somewhat pigeonholed if they wanted to change up their air game. So the other Double Jump variants were tweaked to have more of an impact. Lastly, there's Young Almacar Spine for the Hunter, removed marking functionality from the trip mines, improved the trip mine grenade's blast radius and throw speed, and made it so your trip mines are harder to destroy. Solar ability hits now grant some trip mine grenade energy. Solar ability, that's kind of cool. The marking functionality, while useful in some circumstances, such as in the Crucible, did not have much merit in PvE, so we removed it to head in a better direction. Now your trip mine grenades are punchier and you can get access to them faster. For the Titan, we have the ACD feedback fence, now grants Fury Conductor stacks on melee hits instead of kills. Fury Conductors now grants stacking melee damage resistance. These changes were mostly aimed for making Fury Conductors better in PvE encounters, while the feedback fence could protect you from hordes of Thrall by keeping them staggered. It just wasn't that much use against something like a Hive Knight wielding a sword. The changes also make this exotic better in the Crucible, but the solution of just shooting opponents still works. The Doomfang Pauldrons are also getting changed, so avoid melee kills now grant more super energy. Shield throw hits now extend the duration of your super. That's kind of cool. Titans have a lot of exotics that help with punchy things. To differentiate this one from the rest of the herd, we've increased the impact this exotic has on your super and how you use it. Last one for the Titan is the Dune Marchers. Reduce the time to activate linear actuators while you are sprinting to 1.5 seconds, down from 5 seconds. Increase the damage of the Chain Lightning effect, which is plus 70% in PvP and then plus 440% in PvE, or it doesn't say plus, but 440% in PvE. While the lightning effect of Doom March was novel, the time needed to start it up and its fairly low impact led to players simply seeing it as the sprint pants, so we've made the lightning much more deadly and frequent. The Warlock has 3 new exotics coming as well, so we have the Crown of Tempest update, collapsed the total number of stacks of Conduction Tines to 3 with the same total effect, and each stack of Conduction Tines lowers the upkeep cost of Storm Trance. Nezarec Sin and this exotic were quite similar, so we pushed harder on this exotic for Stormcallers who want to invest heavily in ability use. Warlocks also do not have many exotics that modify their supers, and not receiving the full benefit of Conduction Tines during Storm Trance was a little disheartening, so we added a benefit during the supers duration to elevate that. Next we have the Karnstein Armlet, so removed melee hit effects of resilience, mobility, and target highlighting, and now melee kills now instantly heal you, then grant continuous healing for 8 seconds. That's pretty cool. In this iteration of Karnstein Armlets, we've simplified the exotic to be about death and healing. Previously, the effect was to split between hits and kills, providing inconsistent experiences. While the effect is much more basic now, it should be more reliable and more effective in most situations. Last, we have Starfire Protocol. Empowering Rift weapon damage hits now grant Fusion Rifle Grenade energy 20% more. Much as the Lunafaction boots, we felt that giving a bonus to players who decided to go on the offense with Empowering Rift rather than playing it safe with the Healing Rift. The next section talks about the Halo era and the Halo.Bungie.net website. Personally, I didn't play a lot of Halo or anything like that, but if you did, definitely go into the TWAB and read this thing. Obviously, this is about Destiny 2, so I want to keep going on that. Obviously, we have the dock, and there's the Fighting Lion and the Iron Ornament bundle. Basically, there was a ornament for the Fighting Lion called the Lupus Visage, and you could actually buy it, but they actually took it off because there was some problems with it. Like some people, they would buy it and it wouldn't pop up. Some people would get it and it would pop up, so they definitely had to take that off there for a short period of time. And they're saying, like, don't get rid of that Fighting Lion that you have it on. Don't get rid of the ornament or anything like that, or else you might lose it. So just keep those things in mind as well. Obviously, there's the movies of the week. The first one is called Foreshadowing. It makes me so salty because some guy from Destiny 1 puts on the mask of Prince Aldrin and stands right by Cade in the tower. So it's kind of a meme. The other one is about the raid or something like that. Obviously, we have the Nightfall top scores as well for the Will of Thousands. So first place, 358,576. That is nuts. The second person, 346, and the third place, 343. That is crazy, dude. Those scores are super high and super nuts, man. That seems to be it for the TWAB this week. We'll obviously be getting more information on update 1.2.3 in next week's TWAB, because obviously that's going to be closer to when it starts. But if you guys want to know how to support me, there'll be a link below. It'll say best way to support me. I'll take you to a 4-minute video. It's not Patreon or anything like that. If you want to go check that out, awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, turn that notification bell, next subscribe if you're notified when I drop some new content on the channel, and then comment what you guys want to see below. I'm making content for y'all, so whatever you want to see, I'll try to get it out there as quickly as possible. Also, check out my Discord. It is in the link below as well. It should be one of the first ones down there. Say Discord. Have the link. You can join in the Discord. We have some chats going on about some new games coming out, especially that were showed off at E3, like Anthem to Division 2. Obviously, Destiny 2 Forsaken, and people being able to play Gambit at E3, that was crazy. And we also have some LFG voice chats, so if you want to find some people for a raid, or find some people for a Nightfall, or just have a crispy audio connection, there you go. It's right there for you. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.